Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. In this video, my group will going to present to you our group accounting project about accounting equation. Before that, my name is Nurin Ali Akila. Without wasting time, I will introduce about our background business. Our business name is Victoria Enterprise and we provide photostat and printing service and it located at number 8 first floor Jalan Kampung Pantai Halban 06000 Jitra Kedah. In our business organization, Sila Rosita is our manager and Nurul Hamizah is a secretary while my post is technical manager. Putri Nurul Alisa is service manager and Nur Amisha our financial manager. In this accounting part is divided into 4 parts. First of all, we will do the transaction. Next, we will continue to the journal. After that, we will proceed to ledger. Lastly is the trial balance. Next, I will continue to the next part. After the introduction about our business, I feel free to present to you about the transaction for 1 month. On January 1st, Victoria Enterprise had started the business in cash at RM18,000 while in bank at RM30,000. For 5 January, we bought the equipment in cash at RM9,050. On 6 January, we bought a computer from Shah Artech Computer for 7,600 on credit. At 7 January, Victoria Enterprise has purchased a company signboard at RM550 in cash. 8 January, we bought furniture in cash at RM1250 from Shah Artech Computer. After that, in 11 January, our company has purchased office supplies from our supplier Mijwat Barokah Enterprise on credit at RM1,700. In 15 January, we did printing service to our client Comic Biz Studio at RM4,000 on account. At 18 January, owner withdrew for personal use at RM500 from the bank. The next day, we provided photostat service to our client Mrs. Liza for RM3,530 in cash. 21 January, we purchased supplies at our supplier on credit for RM1,150. We provided printing service to Mr. Zul, our client, at RM2,1800 in cash. 25 January, our company received payment from our client Comic Biz Studio in check. On 24, 26 and 27 January, we paid our expenses such as rent, utilities and salary by check. Lastly, 28 January, we paid debit to Shah Artech Computer and Mijwat Barokah Enterprise at RM18,300 by check.
After we done transaction, we recorded to journal. In 1st January, the cash and bank we record debit because it is increased and capital also increased. We record credit. In 5 January, the equipment we record debit in cash. We record credit because we pay in cash, so it's decreased. In 6 January, the equipment will record debit and account payable will record credit because the liability is increased. In 7 January, the advertisement expenses is increased, so we record in debit and cash we record credit because it decreased. In 8 January, the furniture equipment will record debit and cash in credit. In 11 January, the supplies will record debit and account payable will be credit because our overhead is increased. In 14 January, the account receivable will record debit because the client owed us money and cash will record credit because we have received yet. In 18 January, the drawing will record debit in bank. We record credit because owner took money from bank. In 19th January, the cash increase we record debit and revenue we record credit because we got money from client by the service. In 21 January, the surplus we record debit because our asset. The surplus we record debit because our assets is increased and account payable will in credit liability also. Will in credit liability also increase. In 23 January, the cash will record debit because it increased and revenue will in credit because it increased. Revenue will in credit because it increased. In 24, 26, and 27 January, all the expenses will record in debit because it increasing will bank in credit because we took the money to pay. In 21st January, the bank will record debit and revenue will record credit because client paid back the owing money. In 26th January, the account payable will record debit because our owing to supply is reduced and decreased. Will be bank. We record credit because I took money from there. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Hamisa, for your explanation. Hi everyone, my name is Ella. Today I'm going to explain and tell you how I do a ledger account. This is the easiest way for you to understand. There's a few steps you need to follow. In the first step, all you need to do is draw a T account, and that's how you start a ledger. Next, you need to insert the title of the account. Let's say I'm going to do bank account, so I'm gonna put bank as the title, debit and credit at the top corner, and total in the bottom. Next step is you are going to fill in the table. You must refer to the journal. All you need to do is to find all the bank account, find out the debit and credit amount from the journal. As you can see here, I highlighted the bank transactions, include the amount and date. After that, you fill in the table in ledger based on the journal. Last step is you need to find the balance of each account. At here, in the bank account, all you need to do is to find the total bigger amounts and minus the smaller amounts. So here you can see the bigger amount is at the debit, while the credit is the smaller amount. And here, debit must minus credit, and the balance will be in debit. So there's the bank account is done. Next, for the cash account, also same. Follow the same method. Now we already have two accounts in ledger. Next, with the different method, I want to do the capital account. So first, we must find the transaction in journal, then fill in at ledger. At here, there's no amount in debit, so the balance straight away took from the total. Now we already have three accounts in ledger. Next, for account payable, follow the first method, but there's different in balance part. At here, credit must minus debit, so the balance will be in credit. Now we already have four accounts in ledger. Next, we're going to do the same thing at all accounts that's stated in journal. Account receivable, equipment, supplies, expenses, drawing, and lastly service revenue. For expenses, I combined all together the expenses transaction in journal. So at here, total we have 10 accounts here. After finish all the ledger account, then we will proceed to try balance. I will pass to Amisha to explain it for you. Thank you.
Thank you for your parts. Then I will explain about the trial balance. After done ledger account, we proceed to trial balance. The assets category we put in debit and the liability. Capital service revenue we put credit. The drawing and expenses is at debit. Based on the account in trial balance, we will follow from the ledger account. The total of asset, drawing, and expenses will be totaled out to get a total amount. The total of liability, capital and service revenue will be totaled up to get a total amount. Lastly, both debt, both debit and credit is balanced to get the correct trial balance. That's all for me. Thank you.